Hi everyone, welcome to day 12 of VEDA. Today I am going to be talking about how I got diagnosed with chronic pain and everything else that falls under that little umbrella, and just sort of giving you a bit of background on how I became what I am today. I don't know, it should be interesting. Let's get into it. My two major diagnoses are fibromyalgia and Ehlers-Danlos / dysautonomia. EDS is a genetic thing, so knowing when it was triggered into action is nearly impossible. So the question is, Lainey, how long have you been in pain? And the answer is, I have no clue, because I remember I had a bike crash and it was either 2006 or sometime between then and 2008, I don't remember. It messed me up really badly. It messed up my teeth, and I think it messed up my knees, because from that point on, whenever my Momo would talk about how much pain her knees were in, I could relate to it because I was in that pain all the time. I thought it was normal for kids my age to just always hurt. It just did. It was my life, and I thought everyone was like that. Also, I'm the third born. You don't show weakness unless you want your weaknesses exploited. I know that. I grew up like that. It's just how it was. If you weren't dying, you didn't ask for special care. If you, you didn't want to be looked down on because maybe you shouldn't do the thing that everyone else is doing, so you just do it anyway and hope for the best. And that's just kind of the way I've lived a lot of my life. Just like, do what you can until you can't. So with that in mind, realizing that all this started way back when I was very little, the reason we started looking for a solution is in 2015, 2016, my pain got really, really bad. 2015 is when my food allergies started too. My body was changing, things were shifting, I was uncomfortable, I was depressed a lot of the time, honestly. And in 2016, one day I was in so much pain, so much back and neck pain, that I was just on the couch crying because I could not move. And I think that's the moment that my mom realized that I wasn't just saying that I was hurting, like something was actually wrong with me, which was terrifying. So we went to a chiropractic and they checked me out. Mom's like, she has a curve. They're like, yes, we can fix it. It's not actually scoliosis. And they did. They fixed the majority of the curve in my back, which is amazing. We went to them for about 6 months. We were on a plan, and at first it was helping. It was helping the pain, and I could tell that my posture was getting better, and that was very encouraging. And then it just stopped doing anything. Mom's like, well, maybe it's something else. And so she asked him whether I had adrenal fatigue or not. We never actually got me tested for that, but we kind of said that yes, I do. At this point, it's 2016, 2017, and I have started voice lessons. I started in 2017, and my voice teacher was like, you need to go see my massage therapist. He will help you be able to breathe, because that's something that I just couldn't do. I've been stressed out since I was born. So, we finally made an appointment with her massage therapist and went, and he works magic, and I mean that in every sense of the word. He fixes things. The whole story of starting to go to see him is actually very interesting and entertaining, and I will save it for another day. And at this point, Mom has been researching, and she's like, I think you have fibromyalgia. I'm like, okay, I don't know what the use of a label is, but if you say so. Get around to college, and the summer before I started college, we started realizing that if I was going to be able to manage my pain in college, I was going to need help. And so we started trying to find a doctor. So we went to a doctor and did blood work, and the whole point of going to the doctor was to get a referral to a rheumatologist who would diagnose me. Well, we went to 2 different doctors and finally got a referral. Had to wait 4 months to go see the rheumatologist, at which point I'm in the middle of my freshman fall semester. He's like, yes, you have fibromyalgia. If I can do anything for you, let me know. Here's a letter for your teachers. 2 weeks later, he calls me. He's like, so I want you to go see a geneticist because I'm scared that you might have this other thing, which I definitely cannot pronounce and will not even try, which could mean that you need to stop dancing. So we got an appointment for the next semester in March, at which point I went and he's like, you have EDS. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, that makes sense. My body doesn't work right. Okay, so EDS is a hypermobility syndrome, which means that my body parts and my ligaments stretch and slip out of place however often they want to, which is very often in my case. Fibromyalgia is a chronic pain condition that just sort of, fibromyalgia is what they tell you that you have when they can't actually find anything in your blood work to diagnose, and there is no actual name. So just basically, if you have any number of symptoms, you have fibromyalgia, and I have a lot of them. And there is very little hope of ever getting better, which is not encouraging, especially going into a performing arts career. It's very daunting to think that some days I will be able to get up and perform, and other days I'm going to have to call in sick because I can't move. It's been a reality shift to realize that not everyone deals with pain, but not only that, even the people who do deal with pain don't necessarily deal with the level that I do, or they don't deal with it and the exhaustion and fatigue and the concern that your body isn't going to cooperate the way that it's supposed to simply because it wants to be a superhero when it grows up, and it thinks that we're Elastigirl when we're not actually. It sounds cool when you say it like that. It just can be very overwhelming, and it can be make you feel very hopeless, especially about the future sometimes. But we are learning. I am out of time, so I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching.